event. Let's take you there live. We dip into Bloemfontein, where SABC's COO, Claudia Motswaneng, is delivering the keynote address.
Thank you very much, Premier. I'm honored that you are one of us, especially Lesedi FM, because all of us, I'm the COO of the SABC because of Lesedi FM. Thank you very much, Ntate Muthibi. You have done well for this station called Lesedi FM. I said to Ntate Dirarama Mokoena, you can't fail in Ntate Muthibi. Go there and perform your duty. I'm happy. Lesedi FM is number 2 in Gauteng province, because in Gauteng you have many competition, but I want Lesedi FM to be number 1 in Gauteng. You know, today I'm happy. Today it is a special day for the SABC, especially because of 90% local content. You know, I have been going around the world. When you go around the world, they don't play South African music. We South African, we believe that we are Americans, and we are not Americans. We are Africans. I think it is very important for me to emphasize that. You know, I have seen this bankrupt mindset of people where they believe that if you are an American, you are better than African. I have a different view. Africans are better than Americans. You know, when I arrived at the SABC in 2011, when I was the acting COO, Mr. Ntloko here, who is the group executive for all these radio stations, 18 radio stations of the SABC, and other colleagues of mine, hey, these people, they have been running abroad every time. I asked one of them at ESCO, why this many trips abroad? And they said to me, we want to benchmark with China, with BBC, and so on and so on. I said to them, I want British Americans to come to South Africa and benchmark and use SABC. Why should we benchmark with other countries? Because immediately when you do that, it shows that you don't have a vision, you can't think, you believe that other people can do better than you. I have changed the mindset within that organization. And that then Togo will know, when I arrived there at the SABC, we were under financial problems. 15 million in the bank. I turned that around. Now we talk about more than $1 billion in the bank, cash. And what I did, you know, you do the basics in life. Basics. And you don't copy other people. You do your own basics. I said to the team, look, when I talk to you, it seems as everybody, they have their own empires within the organization. I said, but you have one SABC. Let us work together as a team. And I said to them, look, who are the real people within the organization? They could not give me an answer. I said, the workers come first of the organization. Because if you can't look after the employees of the organization, you can't run that organization. You need them. He's talking about 70% audience share. What informs that is because SABC previously, they were dismissing people every day, every time when they don't like them. And what is key in life, you don't work with people that you like. You work with people who add value for the organization. I said to Ndaten Tloko and others, and I'm quoting him here because he's the most senior person amongst other senior managers within the organization. I said to Ndaten Tloko, these freelancers that you give them a year contract, every year they sign a contract, every year. It's wrong. These people, they have their own families. I instruct him, give them 3-year contract. And we did that. All the SOPs, your generations, your Muvangwe, 7 Dilange, same story. I said to the colleagues, let us give them 3 years. But the condition should be, they should also give the actors 3 years. Because those actors, they are not just entertaining, they are employees. They are workers of this organization. You know, I listen to radio. I'm very happy when I hear this music. You must get Yvonne Chaka Chaka. This is the beginning of a better South Africa, especially for musicians. I know that people, they will say, no, but what is this 3 months? After 3 months, no, we'll go back. Let me tell you today, 90% for life. When our spokesperson refers to 3 months, what he was referring to, quarterly we review our programs. We will review our programs. But it doesn't mean that we are going to get rid of 90% local content in South Africa. It's not going to happen. What you hear today, you'll hear tomorrow and tomorrow. Why do you play Isaac Hayes? Why do you play Beyonce? When we have our own Beyonce in South Africa. I have been saying to people, you know why we are playing all this Beyonce? Actually, we are destroying our young people. I have a daughter who's 4 years old. When I see her, if we play this American music, which means she's going to admire Americans, not Africans, because we don't play this music of Africans. So I'm saying from now onwards, we are going to play this local content. And someone was asking me, here's in Ndaten Tloko, he will tell you, I wake up in the morning, I call them, Verona and Dentoko. I said to them, you know, today we are going to play 90% local music. They said, hey, Chief, are you sure? I said, yes. They said, hey, give us time. I said, no, I'm not going to give you time. Tomorrow. And I said to him, because we have been talking about local content, but also the problem was the policy within the organization. You know, at the SABC, you have policy, you talk about RFP book. People who are independent producers, they understand that language. We put what we call RFP book, where people go for tender, come with their content and so on, but it takes 3 years to deliver on content. What we did, we changed the policy of the SABC so that our policy should talk to our business. Because if you can check, some of the broadcasters, they have been moving with speed, especially with refreshing content, because their policy are more flexible. As I'm speaking to you now, our policy are more flexible. We have changed that policy within the organization. We said at the SABC, from now onwards, we are going to have all provinces represented on content. We want to see young people in Free State and young people and old people playing in the soapies, so that they don't admire people in Gauteng. They admire people in their own province. And these actors, actually, they come from different provinces. They're not from Gauteng, most of them. So what we are saying, we are going to appoint commission editors in all provinces. But in the Free State, you are lucky, because you have Khozong Khato. Because Khozong Khato understand what we call commission editor. And what we are saying, when we are saying we are going to reflect local content, we are not concentrating on artists only. We are also concentrating on soapies, dramas, and movies. Let me tell you a very interesting story about the SABC, which we are refreshing it now. The mindset and everything within the organization. You have what you call film makers. Most of the time they are in Gauteng, Western Cape, partly KwaZulu-Natal. But their movies, they take their movies abroad because of the same problem of the SABC long process. We have shortened that process. But we are also saying to film makers, you are going to see radical change on SABC 3 from the 1st of July. You are going to see more local content, because the content that is sitting there is not appealing to our audience. If you check the content there, most of the content is American movies. Now we are saying we need South African movies and African movies. When you look at the Nigerians, where's Finzo here? Finzo! Come in front, Finzo. Please. And Finzo is one of the person that when you talk about talent, Finzo is very talented. Come in front, Finzo. I know, including myself and others, we like Nigerians, dramas, soapies, and movies. And if you check, Finzo is there. But not South Africa Finzo, Nigerian Finzo. But we have our own Finzo here. I said we as SABC, we are going to make sure that, because Finzo is an SABC, he works for SABC. From the 1st of July, you'll see Finzo on television. I'm not going to tell you what is going to happen. Wait until you see Finzo on television. Thank you, Finzo. Remember, what is more important for SABC, we have introduced what we called Sesotho television, Afrikaans television, Nguni television, and so on and so on. Reason for that is for us to cater for our own African languages. When you watch television, you should watch Mopeme Ntate Nkgozo Nkgatho ka Sesotho a bua Sesotho televisioneng ya Basotho. Ha re etsa jwalo, re etsa hore mesebetsi e be teng South Africa. You know, when we play this dramas and soapies, actually we are taking our money and give other people rather than invest in us. So what we are doing at the SABC now, Premier, we are saying that we need to invest in our own people. If you check our own musicians, they die very poorly. They can't even take care of their kids. But when we grow up, they were heroes. We love them. But they can't make money today because we are not playing their music. We are not paying royalties for them. But that is the past now. It's history. Because we are playing this music. It is also important that as people of South Africa, we are proud about our culture, our tradition. Because when you go around, you go Australia, example, you'll never hear one song about whether Americans or what. They are very proud about their own culture. They play their own music. We are also saying here in South Africa, let us play our own music. You know, it was so painful when we introduced this local as lekker music. Some people were crying. Don Laga, he was not just talking. He did cry. And I salute him because he also contributes to fight with us. And when people fight with you, it doesn't mean that they don't like you. But for me, when I engage people, they have different views. Actually, their views empowers me to do the right thing, which is key in life. Because most of the time, when people criticize you, they don't criticize you because they don't like you. They criticize you because they have a different view. So I'm happy that Kwaito Music, the choir of the SABC, we don't show them on our own platform. This is the choir of the SABC. From today, you'll see that choir of the SABC. On our own platform. And when we talk about music, we're not just talking about jazz, kwaito. We are also talking about the choirs, the gospel music, but South African gospel music, not other music. And I'm happy that amongst the team of the SABC, we have good people. We have people who are dedicated to work hard to perform their duty. And they understand why they are there at the SABC, because they serve the public. But also, what we need to do, when we allow you to play music in these platforms of the SABC, don't give us, music because it's the music. Give us quality music. Because sometimes people produce a song, 2 weeks the song is gone. You can't even hear the message, what this person is saying. So we are engaging all the stakeholders to say, please, give us quality. When you listen to Yvonne Chaka Chaka, Chico Twala, and others, you still enjoy their music. We are saying the young people, they should also produce quality music. But here's the instruction, because I always instruct, and I like to instruct. I spoke to Mr. Ntlogo. I said, I want all radio stations to produce 2 artists per year. Artists from nowhere. We should have competition where these young people who love music, they compete and they sing, but we give them platform within all radio stations. Monna yo aneng abina mo staging aratwang ke Ntate Mothibi. Ntate Mothibi did that. Yes. Why can't you, management, do the same thing? But don't produce one, produce more. And I believe that in you, Ntate, we will be able to achieve what we want to achieve. But what is very interesting, all these people that I'm referring to, they taught me how to do my work. But I told them, you see, one day is one day. One day is one day. I'm going to lead you. And the first person to accept that I'm going to lead him, it was Ntate Mothibi. It is not easy. If someone is saying, I'm going to lead you, you ask how? And especially this one, how? But I have been leading them because most of the strategy that they have been implementing, it was my strategy. I realized that people are taking, all this glory, but it's me actually who's contributing. Instead of them taking glory, let me lead them now and take glory myself. In my conclusion, Premier Makashule, please work with us, fund the projects to empower the emerging musician, to empower the emerging independent production house. So that when we come to Free State, we can partner. We are putting money, DG, please make sure that in your budget, you also cooperate with us. And put more money, please. You see, the problem for me when I talk about money, I don't negotiate less than 500 million. So I don't know whether you've got money as government to give me 500 million. But if you can contribute, if you don't have 500 million, I think all of us, we will empower our own people. Thank you very much.
Halala! halala.
Halala SABC halala.
Halala.
Long live 90% local content, long live.
Long live.
Yeah, ke thabetse 90%.
A ke yona jwale se le tla phela sipati.
He hwa ba monate SABC. Re leboga go ntho tsena di fihlile re sa le batjha.
Yeah.
Ka nnete ke lehlono le leholo tao.
Le leholo sipati seo mongadi Motshweneng a qetang ho bua ka sona. Sello Chico Twala, one of the best producers in South Africa, who itse is going back to the studio. Ka baka la seo Ntate Hlaudi a qetang ho bua ka sona.
Yeah.
Banna re a leboha ka nnete, banna ba tshwanang le bo Sizwe Zakho. Ba itse they are going back to the studio to go and produce more. Ka baka la sena seo Khiba a buileng ka sona.
Yeah.
Banna ba tshwanang bo Peter Mokoeng. Wa mo pula Peter Mokoeng.
Ke mo hopola hantle.
Ya no akwana Protea kwana. Ana bina pinane umuzi wami. Uri banna ka utlwa moya wa ka o phela ha o 29 vusi shange wa mo pula. Ke e o kotsi ke a o mahlomola ke bona ho tla shwa motho. Le yena ore I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Re a moyeng. E re bitse premier It's un director mo magent ntso sa director take nako ere motso sengwa hona jwale re bitse premier Ace Magashula ke re meng re fem premier Mahofi
Are mo pele matso. Halala.
ha re fe premier sebaka sa hore a re fe puo Ntate Ace Magashule
Ke a leboha tau
ke a leboha mo premier
le nna ke a leboha re ke nke sebaka sena ke lebohe ke ne ke le mosebetsing ka jeno a ka nyatsa fela o tla ke kentse dijini ka jeno le so ke la ka bona re ke tla senya nako nka fapohela. Let me take this opportunity ho leboha ba leng teng ka jeno lena, the Director General Ntate Hlaudi Motshweneng, COO ya SABC, the whole executive, le botlhe ba hlomphehang ba lokelwang ke hlompho. Ke tla ba mokhutswane ka jeno ba nna sa ka ko tla fela o supporta sena se SAB le Lesedi ba se etsang ka jeno lena. Yeah, get SABC. Along good hands. Let me tell. Well, tell me it's not the sleep of the mind. No, thanks for this opportunity. I think I'm just here to say congratulations to Lesedi, congratulations to SABC. You are doing a great job. In fact, I'm sure even leaders in the country, how about Shebile, this event today, COO ya SABC, Ibua Leronales Shabaka Karetsu, Bagapa Hori, the public broadcaster, because Ntate Motshweneng o buile ka Americans. Maybe le nna ke hatella fela ka di Americans. Because the Americans, they will never show you on their TV, whether it's CNN, they will never show you Harlem. They will never show you where the poor people are living and staying. They will never show you people fighting their President Obama. They will never show you any bad thing about America. They will even show you on their public broadcast Obama playing golf, Obama singing, Obama running. They will never show you any other thing because they are patriots. They believe in themselves. And that's why at times they think that they are the superpower. And I think Hlaudi Motshweneng, supported by the team, has indeed transformed SABC, the public broadcaster, into the oasis of hope. And I'm sure Lesedi, Lilona, Leaba reach about Barona, all over the country, and especially here in the Free State. So we can only transform South Africa with such leaders. Leaders are not just political leaders. And those products, because they did not just come and emerge from nowhere. The products are Lesedi, the products are SABC. And many good leaders. You will see this is what is called radical transformation, radical social transformation. And in South Africa and in the continent, when you touch the nerve, you should know that you're going to be attacked. And I think Claudia has touched many nerves. As Africa and Africans, we are on our own. You can be a journalist. You can think that you have freedom of speech, freedom. We have fought for this freedom. And people interpret it the way they want to interpret it today. And it's not color which determines your character. It's what you do which will determine the pace and where we want to go to our destiny as the people of South Africa. And I can assure you, there is no way those people who are for transformation will be left. I can assure you. You can look at Africa, you can look into and you can come back home here, South Africa, and you look and check the darlings of the Western powers, the Western imperialists, are those who are coming with cosmetic changes. And they will remain darlings because they never touch the nerve center of transformation. Both they will always be touched and criticized. And I'm happy all political parties in South Africa today were jumping and were happy in terms of 90, the content. Everybody. In fact, everybody is saying it's long overdue. And who does that? It's not a man who is certificated. It's a man who is educated. Because Claudia might not have a master's degree, doctorate. Claudia may not have chosen not to go to school during the years of apartheid, when Boundary Education Act was enacted in 1953. It was not our choice as black people when we refused and denied access to education, access to information. It was not our choice. So you might also have, there is nothing wrong to be a doctor, to have masters, to have honors. In fact, that's what we encourage people to do. We encourage people to study. But you might have many certificates, and you are certificated, but not educated. An educated person is a person who can change their lives and who can make an impact in the lives of our people. So people like Claudi, even we as political leaders, when we see them, they inspire us, they agitate us, they activate us, they make us work. And I think that's the only way of changing South Africa. You are challenged as this audience to remain firm, principled, and focused and change South Africa move from those heat of injustices into the oasis of freedom and justice. I thank you.
Arleboe ntate Ace Makashula re mo fe maofi. Jwale e fihlile nako re a leboha hle mopremeri wa Freistata Mongadi Ace Makashule. E fihlile nako e kgolo he ya hore jwale re tle re etse mosebetsi o moholo letsatsing la kajeno kwano Lesedi FM. Sebeletso e senang thaka motswedi wa sebele, tshebeletso ya maoba le maobane, tshebeletso ya kajeno, tshebeletso ya hosane. Moteng COO ya rona Monghadi Hlaudi Motshwaneng a tlang ho bula kwano mona he ke batlo re ke bue taba tse ngata empa wena ya shebileng television mono wena morati wa Lesedi FM ka jeno etsa la mosebetsi moholo hadiwe bana baka mosebetsi o tsebe o tla a tswela pele kwano he o motle o moholo mosebetsi o ratehanga hore na Lesedi FM le se le tla ba jwang nakong e tlang he ha o sheba he ke mo he Semohe Lesedi FM ke molelwa Lesedi FM ke molelwa ena ke yona logo entsha ya Lesedi FM. Ke yona logo entsha ya Lesedi FM. Lesedi FM ke molelwa 87.7 ho ya 106.6. Sebeletso e kgolo, sebeletso e ratehang. Letsatsing le leholo la bohlano bekeng. Kgwedi hlola matsatsi a 13 hona pula e hlononofatsa Lesedi FM.